Ghibli is no more new to us. In last couple of weeks, you have been seeing is that in social media, it's been a flood, and there have been coming as a study is that in last couple of weeks or months, people are investing their time in creating lots of images, funny images or some no good images and putting into their social media. So they are creating it with the many tools, especially with the ChatGPT, Dalle-3 versions. So it's been a sensational from last couple of weeks, and that is really great. But you would be surprised to say that why we are talking about in our video. Most of the time in our video we talk about C#.NET, but today it's a surprise and it's really good, and I'm very enthusiastic to tell you that today we are using the ChatGPT API through C#.NET and creating the Ghibli images. So in that today's video, please watch till end so that you will be really getting benefit out of it. You will learn how to call APIs, put the API keys, how HTTP client and other methods are being used, how we are creating the object, and from that object we are getting our work done. And it could be useful in your different applications. Current application we are using the AIs. So AI also we are using it, and that is a new trend of course. And again, Ghibli is the new trend. So please watch till end. You will seriously get really very benefit out of it. And before going ahead, let me introduce myself. I am Vivek Kumar, and you are watching channel Vivek Kumar budhiTowardsWisdom, where you will get lots of C#.NET and many technical related concept videos, and you can increase and enhance your skill in it. So let's begin. But before going ahead, let's see what are the requirements of it. As I mentioned that we'll see first what are the requirements and setup. So we'll see what are the requirements are required to achieve this task, creating Ghibli. First of all is the .NET 6 SDK, software development kit we call it, or later than that. Why? Because it will be useful in creating lots of framework. It is there, and you can create the .NET application over it. So second, of course, you need a Visual Studio IDE. So I will be using 2022 version. You can use later than that also. You can try other version as well, but Visual Studio IDE would be really recommended for it. So next is that OpenAI API we need it, and the API which you get, it should be image generation enabled APIs. And if you want to really know how to get the APIs and all, please write into the comment section. I will surely let you know how to get from the OpenAI. Mind it will be chargeable, and it doesn't come with your general plus version of OpenAI subscription. There should be a different API enabled subscription for it. Yeah. And last but not least, so NuGet packages is required for it. So NuGet packages are the third-party packages which used different libraries, which will be helpful to you to achieve some of the functionality or get some of the classes or object inbuilt libraries. So you need a Newton soft.json NuGet packages that we will see in code, like how to get it and all. So let's begin. Let's jump into the code. So in coding way, so we will see how we can call the API and create a Ghibli. So what is the intention here is to call the API of OpenAPI through our C#.NET, and then we can go ahead with that. So before starting it, I was mentioning is that we need using one package called Newton soft JSON link you. So how to get this Newton soft JSON? We have to go to the NuGet package, so tool, and this NuGet package manager. You can go and download it to the particular solution. So here I already have downloaded. So 13.0.3 version is that. So what is the use of it is that the JSON.NET is a popular high performance JSON framework for .NET. And it gives you many framework and APIs through which you can call your different classes and get the things done. So this is the package you should install from the NuGet solution. Now coming to here, so for example, so coming here, so we have a program class, and then So mind it is the asynchronous process. Asynchronous and synchronous process is what that asynchronous process works mostly into the parallel, and synchronous is like one by one processes it happens. So today not we are maybe talking more about the async and synchronous process maybe in some other video. So just think about that this is another the kind of thread we are creating it as a main as a task application. So what is the main topic here is that you need an API key. So API key again is a paid, and it is different from your normal OpenAI subscription. You need to get a API subscription with image generation enabled. So this has been this is the key, and it has been stored into environment variable. So it's always advisable not to hard code it and put into the environment variable through which you can fetch. So we are API keys, when we run we will show you and in maybe one glimpse. So API key we are getting it, and I have a prompt. Whatever you want to create you can put is like the dream studio Ghibli style forest landscape with magical creature and floating lanterns. So lanterns you will get, magical creature you will get, forest landscape you will get. So this is my prompt. You can change every time whenever you are calling your API. So again, HTTP client, and these are the setup. What we have to do is the API key you have to call with this authentication header value. Next is that the JSON you need to create all the required values in it. You can create an object, and then you define which model you want. So here we are calling a Dalle-3 version. Okay, and Dalle-3 version, and you can change it, but Ghibli is mostly we are working with the 3 version. Prompt you put, and what is the size you want, and a number of images. I think this is the one, and what size you want you can also put it here. Now what it will serialize it. Okay, the content it will create of string content, which is nothing but again a web API, one of the part of web API. And here we are calling the asynchronous process. We are posting it. The API is getting called with this hyperlink. You are seeing it. Now once it is called, it will give you the response. The OpenAI API we are calling it, and we are getting the response from here. Okay, async read as string async. So result once we get, now what we will when you get a result, a lot of parameters would be there. So we are getting the first parameter and getting the URL. So in first parameter we will be having a URL, converting it to string. And now once we get the URL, that we can depend upon how do you use it, how do you serialize it. So you can put it into the any browser. So once you put into the browser, it will generate the image. So now let's run it, and this is a read line to wait for us till we click. So let's run it. So what happens is once you run, it will hit the key, and I cannot show you the API key because of security. We got the API, and the prompt we are getting it. So now we can run. All the things has been done. Now we will be calling it. So it takes some time because it goes to the API goes to the OpenAI server. It will give you the prompt, it generates, and after generation it will comes back and it gives you the exact result. So we have got the response. Now hold your breath. So see, so we have got the image URL. Now if you go here, and what happens is that you can directly copy paste. Many ways are there to copy paste, and if you see how it runs, so here it is giving you the complete URL as a output. Now what we'll do is we'll go here, we'll click here, and we will try to get what exactly it has generated. Yeah, so it has created some landscape and lantern and all what we have mentioned. So this is all about creation of the Ghibli images. So hope you have learned it, and this is really very exciting. So any doubt or anything, if you want to learn, please let me know and write into the comment section so that we all will come to know and we can discuss more on it. Hope you would have been learned a very good concept. All the OpenAI keys, the OpenAI API calling, OpenAI generation response, how we get it, how to put into the browser and see what is the output, and different kind of C# object creation, async call, task, many things. So hope you would have learned a really good amount of things, and it's exciting to implement this in your day-to-day maybe application, or you can create a very good application where you can use DALL-E images, and you can really get benefit out of it. So the concept wise, please again go back to that channel and see browse other videos as well. And for any other doubts or query, please write in the comment section. And if you want this particular the complete code, let me know. I will upload into the GitHub, and from there you can access the source code of it. So till then, please take care of yourself, and bye bye.